what is the state of our current culture right now? Where are we as a nation?
It's a huge and incredibly important question that you're asking. And I will say some challenging things and some encouraging things. So, first of all, I agree we are at a crossroads. Our nation is really in a fight over who are we going to be? Are we a country that believes in the dignity of human beings and human rights, or do we disrespect basic morality? And do we see children as trash that you can throw away when they're preborn? What do we believe about sexuality? Can anything go, or are there certain norms and morals that make society healthy? What do we teach our children, or can we miseducate them and encourage them to be promiscuous and materialistic, don't not believing in objective truth and God, and not respecting themselves or each other? So I think it's really fundamental, the questions we're wrestling with as a culture. And there are evil forces, I believe, in our world today that are pushing an abortion agenda, a sexual miseducation and deviancy agenda, a godless agenda in our society. The good news is this, though: despite the fact that there are huge forces at play, the federal government is extremely pro-abortion. They're very much against absolute truth about morality and about human dignity. Despite the threats that are at stake, the threats that are at play, there is tremendous work being done to renew our country. The abortion rate has been declining for the last 10 years. In the last 2 years, we've seen unprecedented pro-life laws at the state level. So there have been almost 600 pro-life bills presented at the state level, dozens of which have passed. And I think we're seeing in the church a real awakening, because I think last year with the election, people suddenly realized this is a fight over who we are as a country. It's more than just a political election. This is a referendum on what are we fighting for? What matters most? And we had these two candidates and people took sides, but I think more people than ever turned out to vote. And many Christian people said, we have to take a stand. And so I'm excited for the way that the church is waking up. And I think that there is huge opportunity for renewal if we are willing to use our voice. And that's one of the reasons I wrote my book, Fighting for Life, right now, because more than ever, people need activation. They need inspiration and courage to get in the fight, because it's a fight for all of us, not just for you and for me. It's a fight for all of us to stand up and fight for a country that is truthful and moral and loving and just.